Hi, I wanted to review a couple of basic things in ALEKS. In the past, you probably have used ALEKS for some fillers and for some fill in the gaps, but I wanted to make sure that you understood how to find your topics and your reports so you can make sure that your students are doing what you want them to do each week. And you can decide as a PLC how many topic goals you want. You can also differentiate that between students. Some of your higher level students, you would want them to complete more topics per week than some of your struggling students, maybe less. So you would let them know ahead of time and probably create a spreadsheet of your own so you know how many to expect. So I'm going to click here on 8th grade for my demo class. Now there are several things here. I don't have any students. You see here, 0 students. So if I had students populated, you'd be able to see them over here and you could look at their individual things. But I want to show you how to create a report. This is what this video is mostly about. Let's say that you have a higher level group of students and you've told them that they need to complete 10 topics. They need to learn, that's the important word here, learn 10 topics per week. So I want the program to automatically create me a report every week to tell me this. So this is how you do it. Click on reports and we're going to make a custom report because it says here schedule recurring reports in this class. It's going to do it every week. We set it up once, it does it all year long. It's pretty neat. Now, one thing to realize is when these reports come out or when they're produced, they're going to show up here in your mailbox. So I'm going to go back here, custom report. And these are some of the ones that I've used in the past. You could delete those. I probably need to go in and delete those. But here's where you start, new report template. And I'm going to call this 8th grade math topics learned, weekly, whatever. So here you're going to choose what you want to show up in the report, and I would be very specific. If you click on student information, I definitely want their name. I probably don't need these other things. You might want the last login date because if you see that they haven't completed any, it's going to show you in the report when was the last time that they logged in. So I've chosen those two, add it to the report. You can look at other things here. I'm not worried about a knowledge check for this. I'm not worried about a pie progress. You can look into those if you choose. The different standards, assignments, gradebook. The main thing that I'm doing right now is time and topic. So I like to do it weekly. So I'm going to click on weekly. And I like to see how much time that they spent. Here we go. Number of topics learned. Now they can practice all they want, but they have to score high enough to master it before it's counted as a learned. So I click on topics learned. So I want to know every week how much time did they spend in ALEKS and how many topics did they learn? And again, remember that I decided that my upper level students were going to have to learn 10 per week. So I click add. So now this is all I want in this report. Their name, when did they log in last, how much time did they spend in ALEKS, and how many number of topics did they learn? And I could very easily print this out on Monday from the previous week, and I can go through and check and see how many completed what they were supposed to. So if I click on next step, so here it tells us what we're reviewing, review and save. Yes, that's what I wanted. Save it. I'm not really sure why it asks for a title again, but I'm going to type that back in there again. It's going to put it into an Excel spreadsheet. You can display it in just minutes or hours and minutes. I usually keep it like that. And here's the cool part. I can do this one time or I can do it recurring. And how often do I want it to repeat? I want this every week. And then I get to choose which day do I want it to process. I want it to process on Mondays, or I could do it on Sunday nights. I like to do Mondays. This is the first report will include data from, you can change the dates if you wanted to. And then, like, when did you want it to start, so on and so forth. And then the last report. So this is probably where you want to go into like June. So I'm just going to pick June something. So it's going to do every single week from Monday to Monday to here. Now this is where I'd have to go back up here and change this. I want it to start September. Let's see, I'm going to pick a calendar. Let's say September the 6th. And it's going to go through the 12th. And then it's going to print out on the Monday. I don't normally do this cumulative report. Select all the students. I want all the students. If you wanted to choose specific students to do this report, you could. And then we're wanting individual data, schedule report. And now this is done. So I will, on Mondays now, get an email here in my little message center. And when I open it up, I'm going to see a report of all my students and where they worked. And I'm going to, let's see if I can show you one. I'm not sure if this is going to show it or not, but when you click on it, scroll to the very bottom, and here's the report. And it's in an Excel file. Here you go. You can save it if you wanted to. Here you see names and students and who finished what topics. This is an old class, but how many hours that they spent, how many did they learn, and how many did they attempt. So lots of pretty cool information. I usually check this on weekly on Monday, and again, I would have it set up to where the students knew and I knew how many topic goals that they had to learn. And that's something you could play around with, start out slow and build up, but these reports, very convenient to show you exactly what they're doing every week. And you could get even more customized if you wanted to. So I hope this helps with you assigning ALEKS just when they're working on their own. This is not a specific assignment. This is where they're filling in the gaps and they're doing the work that they need to based off of their diagnostic test.